Good evening and welcome to this evening's episode. Before I turn the camera around and show my face, I want to show you what I'm looking at as I record this video. And I want to just talk tonight about the beauty of the world in general. So now I'm going to flip it and you get to see me. Once again, good evening. Let's talk about the beauty of this world. That's an amazing shot. And that is what I see every day. It's where I live. I have a wonderful view of the San Jacinto Mountains and all these palm trees. And I live in a lovely, warm environment. And I'm very blessed. And you know what? The whole world is beautiful. Every last bit of it. From the deserts, which look like there's nothing there, to the very green deciduous forests of the Northeast and Canada. Now, we all know that humans have done some pretty destructive things to the planet. Everybody's aware of that, regardless of whether you're a climate denier or not. Deep down inside, we all know that we have hurt the place we live greatly. And isn't it interesting that the earth still shows up for us in all its beauty? In all its beauty. All it wants to do is love us. And, we've been on a track that's probably not the best to be on. And people say, well, we've got to do this and we've got to do that and we've got to straighten up here and, all of this stuff. And I'm going, maybe. And maybe not. There are forces out there, I'm more convinced, day and day and day. And I'm not talking about extraterrestrials. I'm not talking about on the other side of this veil. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm just simply talking about that there are greater forces out there than one human being can contemplate. So based on my current understanding and trajectory and all of that stuff, there's a real good possibility that things could get really, really bad. But this is the first day that it has been under 100 in over 150 days. This was not supposed to be reached until about 15 years from now, that record. But it was reached this year. And this is not a lecture at all about climate change. Obviously, things need to be different. But where is that going to come from? It's clearly not going to come from what we think today. It's just not. Our consciousness must shift. But how is it supposed to shift? I don't know. I really don't know. There was a great description the other day about how things unfold. And it was talking about, and the gentleman that was talking about it was Charles Eisenstein. And he was talking about how a baby has this fabulous life for 9 months. And then all of a sudden, everything changes. And the baby is squeezed out and going, what the hell is going on here? I had a great deal. I had a great life. And it's been dark. And then all of a sudden, there's light coming. And the baby kind of knows that this is all okay, that I'm moving on to something new. And I believe that's the kind of space that we're in right now. And that we don't know. Obviously, there are actions that we can take. But the globalness of the scale is unfathomable by an individual human being. And isn't that the beauty of all of this? Not when we're in fear, but there is clear beauty. And the more beauty I see in the world and all the people in the world, including the people that I don't like, if I can see them deep, if I can see them not for what they are demonstrating externally, but in their soul, that's where the real beauty relies. The beauty of life. The gratitude of life. Just being in a space of grace. It's hard. And I have worked a lot on my emotional self to get to the kind of grace that I'm feeling at the moment. The kind of beauty that I see in the world. And the more that I do that work, the more that I see the beauty in even the people that are abhorrent on this very thin level. Because there is so much more going on than meets the eye. So let's absorb the beauty. Let's absorb the beauty of life. Ah, I'm just absorbing. I'm just absorbing it. It's getting darker as I make this video. The hue is almost gone over the mountains. And I've had a lovely day. I hope you have as well. And think about the beauty of life. Thank you so much for listening. Merci beaucoup. Bonsoir.